In the previous recording, a new procedure was approved and released. Now in this recording, we'll look at some of the many ways to search, track, and audit documents throughout their life cycle. Starting with search, Document Locator has a quick search bar. Quick search bar allows you to search based off a variety of criteria, including metadata property values, as well as searching inside of the document for text and values. An example is perhaps we're searching for a QCP number. Enter in the values. We'll find all the documents related to QCP 227. If we further wanted to redefine this search down further, we can enter information. Let's find all of the released QCPs. We drill down. We get right down to the particular document that we need. We can open it up, right click on it, view it. And we've opened it up. We see it's the release document, and we see it's been stamped with the expiration date. Another way to search is quickly from the drop downs. So we might look at documents or procedures that we're working on that we have checked out that we're editing. And we also might look at some workflow tasks, maybe some procedures that we need to review waiting for our approval that have been assigned to us. From here you could select various documents and approve these as a group, review and approve them maybe as a group that go through, or just certain ones. So it's another way to quickly find documents that are in a workflow. A Document Locator also includes the ability to create powerful searches with the advanced search, and these searches can also be saved and opened and used. So for instance, let's do a QCP revision level search. By selecting the Save Search, we can either modify this further or work with the results obtained here. We are looking for some quality documents at certain rev levels in Document Locator. You can come back if you want to at any of this information. You can update in Document Locator. Maybe we want to also include searches for any of the documents as an example. We can run this search. Now we have the release PDF documents and the master documents that we're working with. Once you find documents or you go to documents, there's a lot you can do in reviewing information about the documents. For example, if we come up to one of the QCPs here, right click, under the history we have a very detailed document log which will detail the life cycle of the document from the moment it was imported, all the events that occurred, the time, who did it, and any other information, who approved it as it goes through. This information can be grouped and also reported upon. So that's the document log. Now, besides the document log, a right click, you can come in on the history and you can get right into the workflow detail. So in this particular document, we want to know everything in terms of workflow that's happened for tracking on this particular document. So we can see each of the different steps the document's gone through, how the actions completed, any comments, which documents were associated, and it's a great way to get right down into the very detail of a document that's been through a workflow or is in a workflow. Beyond that, under the history, you can also look at the total workflow history, and this can be kind of a global search. I can go out and look for various documents in various statuses, maybe in process, between certain dates, with different bits of information here to help you find the actual documents that you need. This is the workflow history. Now what's also very important is the version history. And if we come over and take a look at any of the version history, like we'll just right click on this document. In the version history, it's great. You can track user-defined version level properties, which will identify the specific document versions with unique values for tracking things like the revision level stage. And then you can have update the notes to see which revs were actually released and what status they were released in. So the version history window lets you go back and also open documents up, previous ones, work on previous documents, and compare differences between the various versions of the documents. Document Locator also includes very powerful reporting. If we come in to Document Locator, open up our report viewer, these are reports that come with Document Locator. You can edit these reports, create your own and add them in. We use SQL reporting services, and reports are very popular for doing things like tracking. Here's a workflow. We're tracking some active routes on the workflow, and you can drill down and get specific information at a very granular level. Another example of a report might be, here's a workflow activity by users, and we can see it by the assigned users. Again, you can drill down, see where the work is. A great way to track using reports. Something else the Document Locator includes is a dashboard. We call it MyDL. And if I open up MyDL, this is a great way to get this dashboard to the global view of what's going on with the documents. Up here you have all the search criteria to search for documents. Here we search for a quality control procedure. We brought back the list. We selected one of them. When we select it, we can now look at the properties, notes associated, workflow information, linked documents, and any record policy. And we have a view over here of the actual document. So this is MyDL dashboard. In conclusion, in this series of recordings, we covered how to manage procedures all the way from template management to creating the procedure, to approving it, to tracking it, and to auditing the procedures. Document Locator also has a solution for a complete document change control system, and that can be configured to manage the entire document process, all the way from document change requests, DCRs, through master, released, and archived documents.